I discovered a flaw in the lottery algorithm and immediately started calculating on a napkin. After a lot of complex calculations, I came to the conclusion that as long as I bought more than 800 lottery tickets at once, I could make a profit. In order to validate my ideas, I immediately withdrew $2,000 from my retirement fund at the bank and went to the lottery store to buy all the tickets. The clerk looked at me like I was an idiot and warned that tickets were non-refundable once sold. On the day of the draw, I began checking the 1,000 tickets and recorded all the winning amounts. But the result was a loss of 327. I was confident in my algorithm, but the result was not what I wanted. The next day, I returned to the bank and discussed the probability of flipping a coin with the teller.
If you take a coin and you flipped it 1,000 times, you might still get 60% hits. But if you flipped it 5,000 times, the probability gets closer to 50%. The sample has to be large enough to take luck out of the equation.
But she wasn't interested in math. However, this actually solved my confusion. I withdrew my entire retirement fund of $8,000, went to the lottery store and printed 4,000 tickets. On the day of the lottery draw, I checked all the winning numbers on the tickets. This time I actually won $15,700. After deducting the cost of buying the tickets, I made nearly double my principal. This was unbelievable. Although making money is a good thing, but I didn't know how to explain it to my wife. After returning home, I hid the $15,700 prize in a popcorn bucket in the storage room. But my granddaughter found the popcorn bucket, which made me feel nervous. So I moved the money to a chocolate box. That night, my wife asked me if I was hiding something. I thought my wife had discovered the prize money, so I confessed everything voluntarily. But my wife was actually questioning me about why I didn't allow our granddaughter to eat chocolate. I was stunned and quickly explained why I had hidden the lottery purchase.
I figured out the math and I won $15,000.
I had thought my wife would be very angry, but she actually became more and more excited as she listened because retirement life was so boring. She had long wanted to break out of this monotonous routine. So the next day we took $16,000 to the lottery store, but the lottery machine in our small town had been removed. To buy lottery tickets, we had to go to the neighboring town 10 kilometers away. However, this didn't dampen our enthusiasm. Instead, it made us feel like this was a real adventure. Soon, we arrived at the lottery store in the neighboring town and purchased 8,000 lottery tickets. On the day of the draw, we stayed up all night checking the tickets. In the end, we won $21,043. The next day, I cashed the check at the lottery office. It wasn't until wife held the money in her hands that we realized this wasn't a dream. We decided to share this good fortune. We gathered the townspeople together and started an investment company. With more funds, we could buy more tickets and make even more money.